Hi all, Igor Ekimov is with you. Today we will consider professional hydraulic press pliers Connecticut 1632Y. For radial crimping of fittings for metal plastic pipes from the CARTOOL company. They are also suitable for PEX and PB pipes. In the last video we looked at manual press jaws for the same types of pipes. These same press jaws work much faster, thanks to a two-stage hydraulic system. They are much smaller in size and have smaller handles. These handles do not need to be spread as wide as in manual press pliers, so they are convenient to work in cramped conditions. This head is rotatable, which expands the capabilities of these press jaws. The press jaws have a safety valve to protect them from overload. The press jaws are supplied in a yellow case in which it is convenient to carry them from object to object. The kit includes press inserts for 16, 20, 25 and 32. These inserts are TH. They are standard and widely available on the market. If desired, you can purchase additional liners for other types of pipes, expanding the capabilities of these press jaws. For comparison, I installed a box made from manual press jaws. As you can see, this box is more compact. If you are interested in tools and equipment for the home craftsman, then subscribe to the channel and press the bell. Special thanks for your likes and reposts. These press jaws are well assembled and well painted. Judging by their weight, the manufacturer did not skimp on metal, and they will last a long time. There is a pressure release valve here to release the jammed press fitting. The head of the pliers turns only when the pressure is released. There are also compression fittings, for installation of which it is enough to have 2 wrenches. Why then buy press jaws? I talked about the disadvantages of compression fittings in a previous video. The link is in the description. But I will remind you about the advantages of press connections using press fittings. Firstly, it is a high speed of installation. Crimp once. Do a second test crimp and the connection is ready. Connecting with compression fittings is quite labor intensive. Secondly, you can connect pipes from different materials. Thirdly, the tightness of the connection is ensured by 2 sealing rings and the plasticity of the fitting material. Fourthly, the system can be completely assembled and then gradually compressed, eliminating stress and distortions in pipes and connections. Fifthly, the likelihood of defects is minimized, since the connection is made by an automatic tool. And sixth, unlike compression fittings, the connection can be made in screeds and hard-to-reach places. Since this type of connection is considered the most reliable, here are the connections I made in the last video using hand press pliers. In this video we will add 2 more press fittings using hydraulic pliers. Before crimping, it is worth disassembling the fittings, checking the presence of O-rings in them, and the overall quality of the fitting assembly. I'm fine here. I will collect them. I will be using press fittings from Valtech. First, let's crimp the metal plastic pipe. To do this, we align it, cut the pipe in the right place using scissors for plastic pipes. We make sure that the cut is even. We calibrate the pipe. It is better to use a calibrator that chamfers the pipe. Insert the pipe into the fitting until it stops. We can see from these windows that the pipe is completely inserted. Before crimping, we select a suitable press insert. A 16 mm press insert was initially inserted here, which is what we need. If we need to change the liner, open it. Press this button and we can take out the liner. We put it in place. When crimping, make sure that our press fitting looks like this. The press inserts themselves look good. Time will tell how they will work. Before working with pliers, release the pressure. Open the pliers. When the pressure is released, you can turn your head. Here we have inserted the pipe. We close the valve, and we can pump. Please note that at the beginning the lips move very quickly, and now slowly, in favor of more pressure. The jaws no longer move. Apparently the protection has worked. We open the valve, turn the pipe a little and clamp it again. As you can see, it no longer clamps, since the jaws have reached the stop. Relieve pressure and open. We got such a connection. We carry out the same procedures with the PEX pipe. Cut it evenly. Calibrate the pipe. Moreover, the PEX pipe must be calibrated immediately before compression. Insert the pipe into the fitting. We make sure that the pipe appears in these windows, and we can crimp the fitting. We insert the pipe into the pliers, close the valve, and make sure that the fitting is level. Let's download. The fitting is crimped. Relieve the pressure. We turn the fitting a little. Close the valve and perform a test crimp. That's it, our fitting is clamped. Let's release the pressure. Here we have made the second connection. As a result, we got two pipes connected. A metal plastic pipe and a PEX pipe. Before the next video I will add some fittings. This is a pressure gauge, a tap and a Majewski tap. And we will get a mini system that we can crimp using a crimping machine. For heating and water supply systems, CARTOOL. I will pressurize at a pressure of 8 to 9 atmospheres. This will be shown in the next video. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell. If I have already created this video, you will find a link to it in the description. General impression of the CARTOOL hydraulic press jaws. These press connections are best used in all places except those places where modification of the water supply or heating system is possible. These press jaws are suitable for a large volume of work, as they do not require much physical effort. And the compact size of the tool allows them to work in cramped conditions. This is how they compare favorably with manual press tongs. These are the press pliers for frequent use. They can be used by professional plumbers, private homeowners who service their plumbing themselves, as well as home craftsmen who periodically deal with plumbing. In these press pliers, you can change the liners, and they can be used to crimp other types of pipes, which expands the capabilities of this tool. The higher price of these press jaws is more than compensated for by greater speed of work, less labor costs and ease of use. If you have an assistant, then you can use the manual press pliers for these press pliers, which I talked about in the previous video. I left the link in the description. If you have any questions about hydraulic press jaws, or have experience using these press jaws, write about it in the comments. I left a link to the store where I ordered these press pliers in the description. Share the video with those who might be interested in these press jaws. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos. Like and see you in new and old videos.